Saturday night, going for dinner. They're so cool, the dancing and the music choices. It's nuts down here as well. Saturday night. Quite like this song. There's one big moon up there. Jesus. Big moon. Let's get my washing. Be back here on Sunday. Oh no, it's Friday. I'm thinking it's Saturday. So yeah, welcome to my new room. I just picked up my laundry from my other hotel. But oh, I'm really pleased. I've got this. It's perfect. 2 nights. I love the fact it's ground floor. Walk straight out. Good security here. The owner's always here. They don't do any stupid gate locking at night or anything. Police require us to inform you that illegal drugs, guns, nuclear warheads, surface-to-air missiles and other weaponry are prohibited on the premises. So I've been totally thrown for a loop. Free Spoons restaurant. The shutter was half down. I went and talked to them. And the kids are off to a maths competition in Phnom Penh. The national maths competition in Phnom Penh. So they're closed tonight, Saturday and Sunday. Hi guys. And then my backup choice, my Lot Cha restaurant, is absolutely jammed full. There's so many tourists here. I hadn't expected it. So my place where I'm staying doesn't have a restaurant. Oh, there you go, open top bus on its tour. Very quiet. Not many people on there. 2. I'm going to go and get a beef fried rice off my guy. That's my backup plan in times of desperation. And head back to the room with that. Wow. Yeah, I had no idea this was such a big holiday. We just had New Year. 14th, 15th, 16th. This is the 1st of May. Apparently this is a massive 2-day holiday, although it's Friday today, so it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going for option number 3. Woo, careful. Getting ready. Well, it's got really busy at the hot pot restaurant. I might come and eat here, but when it's quiet, I think this lady might be live streaming. He goes now. Thank you. Bit of banana leaf. Here we go. So the owner of my hotel just went to exercise with his wife and 3 kids, I think. He waved from across the road and said, "I'm going to exercise." What time is it? It must be 8. No, hang on. 7. So it's my beef fried rice. Really good. Really good. So Saturday the 2nd of May. Just been for my run at 5 o'clock. Went a bit early actually. It's like 4:45. I got the time wrong. Just met the owner's kids. The oldest daughter's 12, and she's studying at 3 different schools. She studies English and Chinese and Korean. And then one daughter's 10. They've just gone off to school on Saturday morning for 5 hours. And the brother is 7. Mum's just taken them all to school. This hotel's really nice. It's my room at the end. This is brother. Our brother's not gone. Good morning. Good morning. He's very friendly. Got a collection of old books here. Lonely Planet, The Life of Pi. I can tell you an interesting story about this in Taiwan, because the director of the film that the book was made into filmed some of the scenes down in Kenting in Hengchun, around Hengchun town. And yeah, because the director of the film is Taiwanese. It's meant to be set in India and the Pacific, I think. But they use Taiwan. What's that? Angkor, Cambodia. A few novels. Spartacus. Interesting. I think that's the big mango, which is a Thai novel. They probably won't want that to be there. In Thai. Cambodia and Laos. Interesting. Oh, Mum's back. It's very tight here. This is Dad's motorbike. He likes off-roading. That's my room at the end of the corridor. Very convenient. So, one more night here. I'm going back to my hotel tomorrow. I stopped by and had a chat with Baz. Baz was sat out smoking this morning. Baz used to work in construction, so they've been doing some construction at the hotel, and he's just shaking his head because he knows how you should do it. Anyway, it's the way they do it here. So. Different place, different standards. Right, morning coffee. And I'm writing in my favourite shop, which is great. So it's the second today. I've said I'll stay 8 more days at my hotel. So I'll move back there tomorrow, Sunday, for 8 more days. And then the plan is to try and get some flights booked to Taiwan, starting in Kaohsiung. So I'm probably going to fly Hanoi and then Hanoi to Kaohsiung. And I've already got tons of stuff that I want to see and do. So it was interesting. I was thinking that I read an article yesterday on Reddit about a place called Changhua. Oh no, I was reading about Taoyuan near the airport. It's a big city, and this guy was asking for like recommendations on what to do in Taoyuan, and someone got on the comments and like, why are you going there? There's nothing to see there. Why don't you go here? Why don't you go there? But the guy then got back to him and said, look, I've already been to Taiwan 3 times. I've seen all the tourist stuff. What I like to do is go and see places where they don't get many tourists, which is exactly what this trip's going to be. That's something I like to do often as well. Just go and find these places that aren't famous. There's always something interesting. You're in a foreign country on the other side of the world, there's always something you can find that's interesting. Even if it's just some local food or a chat with a local. Hot dog pizza, small $5, big $8. Okay, pizza time. Yeah, you're gonna always find something interesting. But yeah, and I just mentioned The Life of Pi, the book. and Henchun is a famous town. They filmed some Korean series there as well, I think, as well as the scenes out of A Life of Pi. And it's got an old city wall around it, it's got old city gates, and there's a really big the national aquarium for the whole of Taiwan, I think, or the biggest one, is just off to the side of the city on the coast. Henchun's inland, but it's close to the sea, and I might base myself in Henchun for a night or two and go and visit the aquarium. And loads of people, like Taiwanese people, just go down there and spend a day or two just hanging out in the city, trying different foods and things. So in fact I want to go this way, going the wrong way. So I've been here just over 3 months. It took me a while to build a routine, but the routine I've got right now is healthy and it works really well for me. 5:20 AM run down the river that way and back, put my flippies on, go back to the hotel, put my flippies on, walk up to Time Coffee up here, which isn't too far, and have a brilliant coffee there. This is my afternoon coffee spot, Tube Coffee, which is by Cambodian standards, this is posh. I'm just going to say it how it is. Wealthy Cambodians go there because you're paying $2.50 for a coffee, but you get to sit in a wonderful atmosphere. If you're tight for cash, for half the price you can go to Fame Cafe just here. $1.25 you can get a decent coffee there, or a fresh coconut actually as well in Fame, which is pretty good. I like their their iced tea with lemon or lime or something, can't remember right now. But yeah, so this is part one of my day. Now I'm going to go and take a shower and get changed and go to the Missing Cup. I like it because it's very quiet, where if too many people watch this video it might not be quiet anymore. That's the tightrope I'm walking making videos, but I'm a small channel, people probably won't see it. Then at midday I go to the gym. This is Duck Mart, it's open 24 hours. You can play pool here. I've got a bar opposite Tube Coffee. I've never been there, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I spend a few hours at Missing Cup, then I go to the gym at midday, then I go to lunch, then I take a siesta, then I go to Tube Coffee for a couple of hours, then about 6 I go to Free Spoons for dinner most nights unless they're closed, and I go to bed early, and that's fine. Absolutely brilliant healthy routine. But in terms of a town or a city, this is one of the most beautiful places, if not the most beautiful I've ever lived in my life. For England it would be Minehead in Somerset is the most beautiful English place I've ever lived. In terms of, you get out of bed in the morning, you can walk to the ocean, you've got Exmoor National Park right on your doorstep, or right behind you you've got Exmoor National Park, and in front of you you've got the Bristol Channel, basically the ocean. But in terms of Asia, this is quiet, there's trees everywhere. This is Siem Reap specifically. There's trees everywhere, it's quiet, especially in this part of town. And you can ride up to Angkor Wat. That guy goes to my gym. I haven't felt the need to have a bicycle or a motorbike, a scooter this time, but if I did, that would mean I could often go up to Angkor Wat and just ride around. Apparently you don't need a pass if you're just riding around the roads within the complex, and you can still see the temples from the outside. It's still a really beautiful area. There's lakes and trees and temples. Let's see how quiet you can hear the insects. and this is, yeah, just round the corner from where I'm staying. Everything's within walking distance. Another reason why I don't have a bike or motorbike. The nightlife area, I mean, you can get a tuk-tuk to just about anywhere in town for $1. So if you do want to go out, like the old boys at my hotel, they like to go on a night out, they take a tuk-tuk there and a tuk-tuk back. It costs $2. We're doing some fishing. He's got a spinner on the end, a lure. So the idea is it looks like an insect when he winds it in. It looks like an insect jumping across the top of the water, and hopefully a fish jumps up and bites his hook. Oh, not this time. I think I used to do this sometimes. I was mainly fishing on the bottom in the UK. Oh, because fish feed at different depths. Some of them are bottom feeders, some are kind of mid-level, some are top feeders. Very serious. It's very relaxing doing this. Insect. Yeah, right now the people are really friendly towards us in Siem Reap. But guys, got to behave ourselves. There was a woman in the bank yesterday screaming at the staff, "That girl's ignoring me, not doing." If we get too many people being rude to people, we'll lose our reputation quite quickly. Yeah, so these are like the friendliest, most polite people I've ever been around in my life, so hopefully they won't change. They're just so nice. It's quite a conservative society though. Quite a few people have made the comment that it's quite conservative here, but I'm fine with that. If we want fast and loose, we can just head back to Europe or America, can't we? We can all go a little bit crazy and no one cares, but here people try to tone it down a little bit. My sister just left a comment on one of my Facebook posts with some pictures from yesterday, which was also a Buddha Day. It was two things. It was the Buddha Day and it was a May Labor Day. But they light candles at all the temples on the 1st of May if you're ever here. If you go at night, there'll be candles at all the temples. But she made the remark, "You're always on holiday." But yeah, no one get jealous, trust me. Whatever you're doing in life, it's not as easy as it looks. And when you're not in a kind of established work routine, you've got a lot of hours in the day to fill, and you don't want to see what's inside here. My head goes nuts a lot of the time. I get depressed just like anyone else. So yeah, but I love traveling, I love exploring, I love filming, I love taking photos. I've done it since I was young, so it's not like a new thing. I'm not an artist, I'm not a musician, but this gives me a kind of creativity with a bit of, I like to do a bit of research and studying behind it, so because I'm quite analytical, yeah, I guess I'd say. I like to analyse things, so yeah. Got my beef and rice from just over here last night. I think the lady who sells drinks has started live streaming on TikTok or YouTube. I've got to ask her. Yeah, there's a lot of tourists here, especially from Phnom Penh. You can tell because they have it on the number plate here, where they come from. Phnom Penh being the capital city. So yeah, there's a lot of people about. Business is busy, which the vendors will be happy about. Yeah, all these cars parked here are like Phnom Penh. That one's Phnom Penh. That one's Phnom Penh. That one's Phnom Penh. That one's Phnom Penh. So Phnom Penh is a big, busy city. So the city dwellers like to come to Siem Reap, which is the spiritual heart of Cambodia. It's where the main temple is. So they like to come here to relax during holidays. Pasat, we got another one. Siem Reap, Phnom Penh. Yeah, they like to come here during the holiday. And during the day they'll go off to the temples and make offerings and eat food and yeah, so all the restaurants are full this morning, absolutely packed out, which is great for the owners. I was quite lucky to get in at my hotel yesterday. But it is great here, like even a major holiday, you can find somewhere to stay. Maybe not great for some of the business owners, but there's always somewhere that seems to be available. But I have been in those situations where you're somewhere with a national festival and literally every room in the whole city is sold out, to the point I've had to sleep on a restaurant floor once in China a long time ago. Wow, it's really busy about town. In the daytime it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's much busier than the New Year festival, because that one they celebrate at night and then they all kind of sleep through the day, whereas this they all seem to be up early and they're going to the temples and restaurants. That's it's a really nice buzzy atmosphere around town. That's cool. That is great. It's quite busy, man. It's very chilled out. Beautiful food at my hotel. Everybody's shy. So just having a family lunch. Dad's working at the hospital today as a, what was it, radiologist. And the kids have finished school. They went for 5 hours in the morning and now they're done for the day, so they're happy. The young girl, Vinica, was telling me her favourite Western food is a burger or fried chicken. She likes Burger King. Yeah, so the oldest daughter, Vinica, she speaks perfect English. And the one that's a bit younger speaks pretty good. Brother's not there yet, but he's only 7. So all the hotels here have got generators. All the businesses too. Like, I think it's a backup to the main power grid. Quite interesting. Oh, this is a Lavazza store selling coffee machines. Wow, this is all nice stuff. Wow. So it's from Torino in Italy, 1895. Wow, that's been going a while. They've just stopped Chinese going to some of their trade shows because they keep stealing IP. Yeah, so what was happening was the Chinese were going to these trade fairs in Italy, like design fairs, and before you were allowed to take pictures and videos of the products, the Chinese were taking pictures and videos and then copying the shit and fake selling it. So the Italians were like, no, 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 excuse, no more. Right, it's gym time. This stuff is so good. straight off the barbecue. Chocolate ice cream. It's really good. Reminds me a bit of a Snickers. Really deep chocolate taste. I painted lipstick on me, but never seen that before. So cute cat. Yeah. Film. Fresh passion fruit.
Yes, it's a fresh passion.
It's just sieved it. Doing the washing up. Good job. Good job. Wow. I've got a big dance group tonight. Birds have all come back to roost. They're just settling down. I don't know where they go all day. So these guys, I think they're coming back and the bats are all taking off, going looking for fruit. Everything getting date labelled. What I love about this dancing is the music's always like upbeat, positive, nice. Saturday the 2nd, still a holiday, so it's busy. Gonna go and grab some noodles. My usual restaurants are closed again tonight, so one of them is. Or shall I go and try and get lok chow? What do you reckon, guys? Should I attempt to get lok chow? It's like a little outdoor nightclub. This. Let's see if I can get some beef noodles. That'll do me. Change my order tonight. I'm having beef noodles. Oh, my noodles look different. Sure, oh shit, those noodles. I think fresh. I'll get those next time. So I've tried this, it's really good. It's beef noodles basically with 2 eggs and some cabbage or whatever veg that is. A girl that works for Spa Blanc helped me to order this, and I just said I'd like to have what she's having because I saw she was having these beautiful fresh noodles. I turned my back for a minute and she started making mine, and she used instant noodles out of a packet. I was like, I didn't even say it was too late. I was like, I don't want the fresh noodles. So if you're ever ordering food in Southeast Asia from like a vendor, just keep your eye on what they're putting into your food, because the same with the girl. Got to the end of her order, she was having noodles and she went to tip this spicy sauce on top. The girl didn't want the spicy sauce, she just caught her in time. But yeah, stay vigilant. So there's still a lot of tourists around, all the restaurants are full. Just been doing some Taiwan research into Heng Chun, which is a town in the south of Taiwan, down near Kenting National Park. A lot of people stay in Heng Chun. I stayed in Kenting town because I wanted to be near the beach. Heng Chun's just a little bit inland, but it's got an old city wall around it, and it's famous for it was a Taiwanese movie. I've just watched part of it. It must be like 30 years old. But it's like I think it's like a romantic comedy, and people still go there to visit the places where they filmed. So can't remember the name of it offhand. I'll get to that later. And I also looked at the East Rift Valley, which is, I went through it on the train last year. It's where they grow a lot of crops. Well, almost all of Taiwan's crops are grown there. And I'm thinking if I go around the island again in a clockwise circle this time, I went anti-clockwise last time, I might stop at the Rift Valley and get a bicycle, go off and ride around. I want to go up into the mountains at some point, but I might do that at Alishan when I go to Chiayi. I'm going to butcher some of these names until I actually go there. But very few people visit the deep south of Taiwan. You should definitely visit the deep south of Taiwan if you're going to go to Taiwan. Yeah, I remember meeting a girl on the beach. She was from the Czech Republic, but she was living in Vienna, in Austria, and she'd just done a load of trekking around Taiwan. And we met on the beach we met on the small beach, Shaowan in Kenting, and I asked her where her favourite place was in the whole of Taiwan, and she said it was there, it was in Kenting. So I think I'm going to do that at the end of the trip. Like I said, I'm going to go clockwise around the island, starting in Kaohsiung. I've said Kaohsiung quite a few times recently because I forget the K is pronounced as a G. But yeah, we'll go anti-clockwise around and then maybe finish in Hengqin. The only thing is with it, you have to do that final little stretch to get down south. I'll have to take a bus from the train station, but that's fine. That's what makes it pretty cool, because it's kind of cut off from the train system and the rest of the country. You just feel like you're in this little oasis down there. Everyone's in holiday mode, in contrast to like most of like the west and the north coast, where it's all business, go, go, go. So all the restaurants are packed out. Right, checking back into my hotel at 12. I'm gonna go coffee shop number 2. So yeah, I was researching this morning. There's a beach in Hengqin called Bashiwan, where they film scenes for the life of Pi, based on the book, one of my favourite books, The Life of Pi by Ian Martel. If you've not read that and you like reading, read it, it's very good. But it looks like a beautiful beach. I think it's got a 4.7 rating, so I might hire an electric bike for a couple of days when I'm in Hengqin. So I want to go to the aquarium as well. It is really hot. I was thinking today it'd be nice to go somewhere not so hot, but Taiwan is going to be really hot as well. Hi. Good morning. I think that's the kid from my hotel. I think that's the son who's 7. And my hotel owner's friends with this guy. Yeah, this is my place. Brother Bong's been closed for the holiday. It was closed on Friday, Saturday. Oh, there you go. We will be back on the 5th having a 5-day holiday. That's nice for the staff, because they could do tons of business right now. Yeah, this is the son of the owner. Son of the gun. Let's go. Yeah, yesterday was the first time that I really noticed a lot of Chinese around. Not tons, but a few. A couple of couples came into my coffee shop, and I googled it. So it's a holiday, a national holiday in China, from May 1st till the 5th, same as here, pretty much. So that's why we've had a few. Little baby gecko, it's been attacked by ants. To rescue. Alright, now to rescue the gecko. Right, so the baby gecko was getting eaten by ants, so I figured best chance of survival might be to come home with me, so he's in my backpack. We'll put him in my hotel room and see how he survives there, because there's no ants in my hotel room. You can probably find some food somewhere though. It's crazy, so today's still kind of a public holiday. Sunday is it, the 3rd. So it's busier than usual in my coffee shop. They've only got one barista. All the other time, even when it's dead, they've got 2 baristas. And today when it's busy, they've got 1. It's just like... I just wanted to pay for my coffee and get chat. I feel sorry for her because she's got a queue. Not a big queue, but she's got a few people waiting for drinks. But I'm like, I've got to go and change hotels. I need to go now. So. These countries are a bit higgledy-piggledy in how they run their businesses. Right, so I've got to go and check out my hotel and move back to my old hotel. Yeah, apparently geckos are solitary creatures, so they like to live alone, so I checked that before I removed him. But he was literally getting eaten by an army of ants on the floor of the coffee shop before I picked him up, so I think he would be out of here. Let's see. Right, Taiwan is looming. Monday tomorrow. I'm going to start looking at booking flights tomorrow. Oh, it's so hot here. It's so hot here. Yeah, my hotel owner this morning, I've only been there 2 nights, he was like, why aren't you going anywhere? Why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you going here? Why aren't you going... He doesn't. I had to explain to him that sometimes when I travel, I'm going to new places and doing stuff almost every day. But I can't do that all the time because it's exhausting. So I explained to him when I come to a place like this, I just build like a normal daily routine and I'm not doing any exploring. And then he still found it strange and had to explain that I've seen all of the tourist stuff before and you can only do it so many times. And then I think he understood. I'm looking forward to going back to my old hotel because they're really nice, and it's not like they don't like me or they're not interested in me, but they just don't ask me loads of questions all the time, which I quite like. So Baz has just told me apparently this is a heat wave. I think it's always hot here, but it does feel incredibly hot. He says it's over tomorrow, it's going to cool down a little bit, but probably not by much. Diamonds heat. Right, Sunday today, the 3rd of May. I want to be out of here by the 11th. Started doing recycling at the shop. Oh, the cardboard out. Oof. Damn. Right, this has been nice. That was the ideal solution to my 2 days needing to find somewhere else to stay, but to be honest, I'm glad I'm going back to my other hotel because it's nice to have a bigger room. My room, thinking about it, it's twice the size of this. Yeah, I like having this space, and I like having I've got a real wardrobe. I've got a bigger desk. I've got a desk and a table, and I think another table. I've got loads of space in the place where I'm staying. And they were so nice because they were like, yeah, we haven't got any rooms, because I told them too late that I wanted to stay a bit longer. But they were like, after 2 days, are you going to come back? Are you going to come back? And they really want me to come back, boss and all the staff. So it's nice to feel welcome, or very, very welcome. So, right, baby gecko. Let's check on. So this is the work. We're going to get the money. We're weighing all the cardboard, and then you get the money, and then you have to give the money to your boss.
We share it. We buy like rice.
Oh, you're going to share it?
Yeah. We share. Like we buy the rice, and
okay.
for 3 to eat together.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Like maybe a month.
So we're writing down how many kilos.
Yeah,
So 6, 14, 15, 8. That's a lot of kilos, yeah?
Yeah,
A lot.
because it's a
Big shop, yeah. How many months? 3 months?
I'm not sure. I forgot the last that
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, Bayon.
That's a lot. That's 24 kilos. And another big one. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. 50. 52.
Yes.
Yes. Right, so I'm back in exactly the same room, 305 I think it is. Is it? Yes, 305. Been cleaned, done, it's midday, so that was an adventure, but you can see this room is a lot more spacious than the last one. It's just nice. So I'm staying for 8 nights. They're only charging me $59. I've got to pay electric on top of that, but yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Cool. Right, so the gecko made it here. Currently in my bed, and hopefully he survives. So it's nice to be back. I think my electricity bill was $80 last month, but it's $210 to stay here, so $290 to stay in a hotel with the aircon blasting half the day and all night for what, $10 a day? I'll take that. We're getting ready for the onslaught. Yeah. Excellent. New again. Thank you. So that's Sunday night. I've got another 7 days in my hotel and we're off to Taiwan, so let's enjoy it. Wow, getting busy here. So that's for the natural noodles tonight, which I've got. sauce. Beef. Heat. Coming on. Okay, this looks amazing, but it's leaked into the bag, so I've got to find a way to get it out of there. So this is egg noodles, 2 eggs, and beef, and good things. It's good. Okay, so these noodles I tried to get yesterday, the natural ones, and the veg and the eggs. So tonight I got them, and we're good to go. No processed noodles, natural, good. It's really nice to be back staying here. The room is so comfortable. The room that I was in for 2 days down here on the right was quite comfortable, but this room is like proper hotel. The only thing is we had both rooms on the 3rd floor, well, my floor, near the balcony. There were Indian guys last night and they had their doors open at 2 AM in the morning. They weren't making too much noise, but they were not that quiet. But I think I heard someone check out in the middle of the night. It might have been them. So it's Monday the 4th today. I've taken the morning off running. I took an afternoon off gym yesterday. My body needed a rest. I did this thing again where I absolutely shattered myself to the point of realising if I didn't take a rest I was just headed for eternal tiredness. So I've opted out. I skipped the run, just going to do a walk this morning, and then I might go to the gym later, although another day off a gym might not be a bad idea. So everyone tends to walk the same way around the river, anti-clockwise, except me. I like to go clockwise. This guy's collecting leaves for something off this tree. I like going the other way because you see people. If you walk this direction, you never see anybody. I'm going to go and say hello to the barista at Tube Coffee, just up here. He switched to the morning shift so he can start university. It was meant to be his first day on Friday at BBU doing architecture. So I'll go and see how that worked out. He's a lovely lad. They get on so well, that team at Tube Coffee, but the boss is quite often there, and he's this really nice, friendly guy. I think he buys dinner and lunch for them. One of them gets sent out to the market or the restaurant to get them a meal. You know what I said about foreigners on their phone at 6:30 in the morning, screaming? Guy behind me sat on the bench with his shirt off. He's a drunk foreign guy. I think he's Spanish. or Portuguese, or South American maybe. Sat there smoking a cigarette, chugging a beer, 6:30 in the morning, talking at the top of his voice into his phone to someone somewhere in the world. I'm sure it's a really intelligent, necessary conversation that he's having, but come on people, learn how to behave. Nice morning. The exercise going. So yeah, I'll go and say hello to Cheap Coffee in a minute. Just in my little circuit of this, whatever this is. I do a few stretches here every morning. That's your sweet potato lady if you want sweet potatoes or peanuts. That's your girl. So I've just seen my barista. Said hello, good morning. It's his first day at university today. Starts 6:30 p.m. until 9, and then I think it's 6 till 9 the regular schedule. So yeah, you either study in the morning at university or you study in the evening. So he's now on the evening. He's had to change his shift. Like I said, the boss is really nice there, so we just let him flip his shifts. There's no one in there, so when I go in the afternoon, if I go about 4, I can normally get a decent seat, but if you go before 4, it's rammed normally. From about, I'm guessing from about midday until 4, it's rammed. I'm not sure if it gets busy in the morning as well. So this is the beautiful port city of Keelung, but an old picture. When was this from? 1935. So Taipei, the capital city, is over here. We're on the kind of northeast coast of Taiwan. You can get to Keelung from the centre of Taipei in less than an hour on train. What's the meaning? It means chicken coop. That's the original meaning of the word Keelung. Chicken coop. And then yeah, the swimming spots out here on Erping Island. Hang on, no, maybe. Well, it is out here, but I'm not sure the name. There's another swimming spot here. Bashiwan Beach is here, I think. There's another Bashiwan Beach in the south that's famous for the movie The Life of Pi, because they filmed shots there. Oh, that's the modern day harbour. And I stayed just here. I stayed there. And I stayed there. The train has to come. Oh yeah, it is. It actually goes through a tunnel, so that's showing it going around the mountains, but I'm pretty sure it goes through these mountains. That's I'm wrong. That's kind of a canal that goes through the city, and then you come up here into the mountains on a bus, and you can visit the famous tourist town with amazing views over the ocean and the mountains. Can't remember the name of it right now. Getting my time coffees. This is where I am. Actually, yeah, the swimming spot is on this island. There's a bridge that connects it, and you can literally. I walked from my hotel to there. Stopped here somewhere at 7-Eleven for a cold drink. Took about an hour maybe, and I wasn't going very fast. And then I walked another day out to the other swimming hole here. Again, that took like about an hour, maybe a little bit more, and I stopped again at 7-Eleven. Familiar theme here. I used to go to Louisa Coffee every day in the morning. Here, there's another one here, but this was the best one. The Louisa Coffee, it's like a chain, really good. This is Tam Sui showing on here, so this headland, and then there's a volcano, and then Tam Sui, the other coastal town, is kind of there. But yeah, it must be Tam Sui. It's not to scale, this map. Very interesting. Oh yeah, and so there's an art gallery. There's like the canal here, the last bridge that goes over the canal. If you follow that bridge across, There's an arts centre here. They have like exhibitions on, and they had an exhibition on the history of Keelung. Well, I'm not sure, it might still be on, because hang on, there's a picture of it here. Yeah, this is, I think that was the exhibition. Yeah, this was part of the exhibition. So it might be a permanent exhibition, but it's free, and it's a really interesting history of Keelung. There's another like museum over here, but you have to pay to go in. I think that's a maritime museum, whereas this is like a general display giving the history of the city. Yeah, and then you can go up this big observation tower. It's about here. Is it in this picture? It's quite new. It might be there. Yeah, there's an observation tower, and then you can kind of walk along the hills. Yeah, I've said before, I reckon it's like 80% foreigners here are men. Must be a parallel universe where the women have their own place. And it's definitely not here. Beautiful morning. Right, I had my coffee. I'm going to go and get some green tea at the Missing Cup. Lemon honey tea. So the guy on the bike just pointed to his girlfriend and said his mate Steve takes his hot dates to Pallet. He's exposing all your secrets, Steve. So there's a few people down by the river here. It's a national holiday tomorrow. It's the Ploughing festival. They're like, is it combined with Buddhism? It's to kind of hope for a good harvest and all that. So that's a holiday tomorrow. Oh, right. Chilling out today, and then we're going to start booking things in Taiwan tomorrow. So my set this up to stop them riding the motorbikes against down here. But a few of them are still doing it. A little bit overcast today. I think this is where the new coffee shop's going. Could be wrong, but I think that's where it's going. Right, what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to show you the route of my morning jog. Instead of jogging it, I'm just going to walk it, because give my body a bit of a rest for a few days, because I've absolutely smashed it over the last few months. I made myself exhausted, so still getting exercise, just not quite as intense. So this, what I like about my hotel is it's a real hotel, so the doors are open at night. There's a security guard in the lobby. I was just about to start filming, this guy came back. It's like, what time is it? About 4:45 in the morning now, so basically he's been out drinking all night. His friend dropped him off in a Ford Raptor with the lady of the night. Local guy. Cambodian, looks like he works. I don't know. Better not say. But yeah, this is my morning walk. Normally I'm a bit earlier because I'm walking, it'll take me a bit longer. This restaurant, they're normally grilling the barbecue. By the time I leave, they're just setting up. Getting ready. Yeah, in half an hour from now, they'll be grilling up the barbecue here. I basically have this nice long street to run down with the lights. I run down, you see the traffic lights in the distance. Green at the moment. Oh, that car's probably too bright. Go away. Yeah, the green light's down there. We go to there and then through there, then we turn right, left, and right again. But yeah, I love how quiet it is at this time of day. So normally I run against the traffic so I can see what's coming towards me. And there's pretty much no one around until the sun comes up. There's a 24-hour laundrette down here. But yeah, it's just beautiful. We'll head down to Wat Dam Nak. Wat Bo is on the left, and Wat Dam Nak is just through the traffic lights on the other side. Yeah, but it's beautiful with the street lights. It took me a while to work out like my best running route and the best time to do it, but it's normally 5:15 in the morning. I'll go down this way. So the red traffic lights up there, that's near my home. This is the missing cup just to the left here. At this time, absolutely nobody. It's Biolab, Smile Mart. I've walked this a few times, but not recently. Yeah, I've had a couple of days off heavy exercise. It's quite nice. It's Tuesday today, the 5th of May. Is my memory going to run out? Damn. Might have to do part 2 of this tomorrow. This is small luxury hotels. I'll have to continue this tomorrow morning, that's fine. Oh, backup plan, I can film on my phone. So for the first time ever, normally when I run past here in the morning, there's 2 staff at the 24-hour wash and dry, do-it-yourself laundry, but this morning they're closed. I wonder if they weren't doing enough business. I looked at it. It's basically, yeah, you do your own washing, or the staff might help you do it. 15 kilos, 8,000, which is $2. I was looking at it, I was like, how is that going to make money? Like, I've never seen anyone using that in the night time when I've come past, well, early in the morning. There's certain places where something like that would make sense, but I don't think it's Siem Reap. So we're just coming up to the traffic lights and Wat Dam Nak. So this is the petrol station that opens about. That massage looks like it's open. Normal massage. Petrol station opens about 6. Oh no, hang on, no. Yeah, maybe 5:30. But it looks like, oh, maybe 6 today. So this is the traffic lights. Wat Dam Nak's just here to the left and right. So I switched to my phone camera. You can probably see a bit of a difference. Yeah, it's funny, I've got 2 things that I really enjoy running. I like running straight lines like this. And I have a thing about running up hills, I really enjoy it for some reason. Not too far, especially hill sprints. I saw a Western guy doing sprints at the Royal Gardens yesterday. Older guy, I'd never seen him before, but he was giving it his all. This is Wat Dam Nak. I think the main Wat is on this side, and then the river's just over there. And I think this is where the monks and the nuns stay, or maybe the nuns stay on this side. I've seen a lot of nuns on this side. But at this time the gates are closed. I can see a Buddha statue there. Yes, we know. The gate opens about 6 AM. They come out and sweep the streets. The dogs don't bother you. They never follow me. Well, something's caved in the temple wall. I only think that'd be a car. But how on a straight, quiet road like this could you flip onto the curb and go through the wall? I can't think anything else that would do that much damage. It's not very clear right now, but it's been pretty much a full moon for the last few days. That's a street light, and that's a full moon, or close to a full moon, and that's a bat. It's a bat. Yeah, it's just coming up to 5. It's 4:59 at the moment. So normally, yeah, I'll be coming down here about 20 minutes later. I set off quite early actually. So Man City drew with us, with Everton 3-3 last night, so Arsenal have gone back to the top of the table. That's interesting. So there's an army jeep, or an old army jeep. They'll be going, there's 2 tourists in the back. They'll be heading up to Angkor Wat. You see a lot of tourists, they go for sunrise at Angkor Wat, the temple. The big ancient temple. You can see the lights, they don't come as far as this. This is the T-junction. There's an ATM for ABA Bank. And I basically go right and then straight left here. I normally stop running about here, so I don't run very far. Just enough to get the blood going, and then I walk the rest of it. I've been up there, not the most interesting. There's a few hotels up there. You're basically in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. The river is over here. Oh, this is fried donuts. So this lady's making fresh donuts. Thanks. This is the hot one. Oh. So you get these all over Asia. I think I first experienced them when I lived in China. I used to have these for breakfast with soy milk. Sometimes these ones. Oh, and these ones. But they're very popular in other Asian countries. He turned up to take his. He's got a job a lot. He might work for a hotel or something. But I like, she took a holiday for New Year. She didn't work for about a week, I think she took off, which is nice. Yeah, so basically I got to the T-junction, turned right and then turned left straight away where the lady sells the donuts. There's a few nice hotels on this street, on both sides. There's even a love hotel. And this is where you can rent out a tuk-tuk and drive it across Cambodia. Just down here and to the right. There's a place where you rent tuk-tuks. And you can, like, from here you can drive one all the way to the coast, somewhere like Kampot. And if you don't want to come back in the tuk-tuk, you can just leave it there. They've got like connections across the country. That was nice. The taxi driver just called me over for a chat. He said he's taking people to the bus station. Oh, yeah, the Temple Hotel is there. So there's a love hotel just here on the left where that green sign is, where you drive your car in and they pull the curtain across so no one can see your number plate. Very common in Asia. The love hotel. Gotta have a love hotel. Yeah. So this is your little motel. I think normal people use them as well. I've got a little shrine. And yet, I won't go in. If you come to Asia, you'll work out what that is. I wasn't concentrating here. So just back there when I came past the Love Hotel, you hit another T-junction. If you turn right, it brings you down to the river. This kind of apartments Cambodian people live in for about $50, $60 a month. Very, very basic. Okay, and this is where we meet the river. It's a very simple route. It's quite beautiful. There's the moon. There we go. I have been a bit further down there. That's going towards Tonle Sap Lake. And here is the river. Oh, and there's a fisherman in the river. Oh yeah, there's a branch of UR Cafe, the one that I was going to before. Just here, it opens about 6, 7, maybe 7. Yeah, there's quite often a fisherman with a net down the river. There's kind of a dam here, so yeah, this is kind of a dam or what you call it, a weir. stop the flow of the water. It's a really beautiful place to exercise. I like that I come down like one road over there and then go back up along the river while I walk. There's a lot to see. There'll still be some people partying over there. Yeah, and this is the weir. That's where the river's blocked off. It's quite a big expanse of water. A couple of dogs, but they don't bother you. Let's have a little woof. Have a little woof. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Some bales of hay. Sensible dog. Yeah, and this is the walk back now. Basically, I just followed the river all the way up to the Royal Park. You can see all the lanterns they have in the trees. Really beautiful. And a good footpath. Unlike some countries where they don't know how to lay a footpath. Yeah, this is cool. They've still got all these stars up from New Year. I hope they never take them down. At night they quite often have food vendors and things along here. It's very pleasant by the river. You're just coming up to the big fountain. I don't think I've ever seen turned on. So yeah, got some party people over there. It's about 5:20 in the morning. The main late night party area is just up here. There's another guy fishing here. So what you'll see here is a little nightlife area where they come to stay until early in the morning. They've got an arrangement across the road. There's a toilet in the house. They pay to use the toilet though. And there's a little shop as well. There's a few vendors selling food and drinks. But I think quite a few of them probably go to the pubs on Pub Street and then they finish the night here. This is like the last stop. It's a Tuesday, so not quite as busy. Yeah, a little group having a picnic there. There's food. I've got this tent. This is the toilets. I think there's a toilet there as well. Yeah, they're clearing up now. Once the sun comes up in about half an hour, they'll all disappear. It's a pretty cool spot for the youngsters to hang out. There you go, and get your KFC. This lady always says hello when she's here. Right, so we're at the Ibis Hotel now. So Pub Street's just there and off to the right. And that little area where they're all hanging out is just back there. Normally I walk this way because there's food vendors that have been there last night. It's a bit mucky. Better to walk across it. And then we've got a nice footpath again, pretty much all the way back to the Royal Gardens. So yeah. There's another pub across, well, restaurant / bar. They're beautiful with all the fairy lights and stuff. But it's almost exclusively youngsters, like late teens, early 20s. You don't get an older crowd. Yeah, you can hear it's all still a bit mad down there. I'll be staying away from Pub Street. Got some beautiful artwork. I don't know what that represents. Have to find out. Oh, I've got time. I set off quite early, so I'll just show you this. Some quite cool little cocktail vans. Now just bear in mind, this is almost 6 o'clock in the morning now. And this is like the corner of the Pub Street area, which is just here. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. Look there, it's just a normal road. There's a temple in fact at the end of that road. Here it's... So there is a kind of scene where you can go out every single night if you want to, if your body can cope. There's a couple of older Western guys there, like how the hell you can drink all night. They're probably doing it every night. I think that's a hotel there. If there's any hotels there, or houses, some people live in this area, you've got to put up with that music every night until 6 AM. This is like shops in the day. There's the taco place that I went to just down here, I think. It's a pretty cool little set of streets. Okay, so this is Pub Street. The river's just back there. But yeah, so that's the last place where they seem to have music and stuff going on. I think there's a late night bar or two on Soksan Road as well. You can see Pub Street's closed. It looks like it's been closed for a couple of hours as well. But at night, every night, this is pretty much banging. It's just pubs all the way up and down. So I think that motorbike's the last revellers leaving for the night. And there's a temple there. Ah, right. Temple's quite a famous chain. They've got a bunch of hotels, supermarkets, and other things. Obviously owned by someone quite well off. Yeah, this is Temple Club. It's got a rooftop place there. You can probably get quite a good view from there. And I think there's an indoor nightclub on the other side, also on the top. Pub Street. Yeah, I didn't film it, but I came down here at New Year. You couldn't move, that was completely packed. This was just a flow of people up and down. But yeah, an incredible number. There's a few people playing cards. So yeah, we're just going at 6 o'clock. The plan was to book flight tickets today. So we get on with that. So normally, yeah, I come up this way. I met a bunch of old ladies exercising who taught me right and left in Cambodian. Right is stam, left is tring. We had quite a laugh and a joke. Apparently this rat statue is for a rat who used to find landmines. That was his job, or her job. Yeah, so this is the giant rat that found all the landmines. Magawa, the rat who saved lives, 2014-2022, found over 100 landmines. Good work. So normally by the time I come past, this is all clear. But every night they're putting up this temporary restaurants. There goes it. So nice down there. So I'm almost back at home. I'm just going to go and I'll go to the Royal Gardens, I'll do a loop and then I'll go home, put my flip-flops on and go for coffee. It's so beautiful. Look at the trees. Oosh. So yes, Tuesday the 5th of May today. It's national holiday for rice ploughing season. At the beginning of, I think they ask for a good harvest or something like that. So these pink things, they're all new. They're charging points for phones, but they run off the solar panels on the top. Very smart. Get it tucked up with the eyes. It's beautiful. Like I'm here, I do my stretches just over there. Perfect. Yeah, so I like to do a stretch here in the morning after my run. It's really nice. And then you've got the bats up there in the trees. People doing yoga, people meditating. So this lot like to dance every morning. We've got a yoga crew here every day. And they play a bit of badminton. They're quite friendly. Yeah, lovely place to exercise in the morning. I think I'm out of memory on the phone as well then, so we'll end it there. Have a lovely day. Beautiful straight road that goes to Angkor Wat, pretty much. Always something to see. I was just about to say how beautiful and quiet it was, and then a load of traffic going past. No, it's pretty quiet and beautiful. Just going to get my coffee. And it is the ploughing day, the 5th of May. The 5th of May is ploughing day. Got some nice bikes with a shadow Suzuki.